really important to me that you're not watching this on a bus or at work, that you're home somewhere where you can relax and experience what I'm about to share with you, and come along for a ride with me. I'm going to tug on your heartstrings. First thing that you need to know is that I'm healing and I'm going to be okay, and that everything will be fine. And I also need you to know that I don't want this talked about on Facebook yet, because there's still people that need to know about what's going on for me, and I want to be able to tell them this way or in person myself first. Please watch the whole video before sending me any messages, because there's a lot of really important information in here about what I need right now. And there's no way to say this other than to rip the Band-Aid. I was very recently diagnosed with breast cancer. It is early stage, and my surgeon is amazing, and I feel really good, and I feel really safe, and I needed you to know that. The doctor is absolutely awesome, and it was caught really early. It was caught so early that she can't feel the lumps with her hands. She's an amazing cancer surgeon, and they're undetectable. They were actually only discovered because I had unrelated breast pain that they took a look at and found the lumps in an ultrasound, and there's no way they would have been diagnosed otherwise. I'm feeling so lucky right now. I've gone through a roller coaster of feelings, as you can imagine, and this is why really no one has seen me for quite a while. I've had some things to go through. Here's what we do know. It was caught early. The gremlins are small. It probably hasn't gone anywhere because they did a needle aspiration of my lymph system. My lymph nodes in my armpit were checked during the biopsy, and they came back clear. They're going to do a deeper biopsy when they do surgery, but so far the belief is that it hasn't gone anywhere, and I don't have to do chemo, which is a fucking godsend. Surgery will be first, and it is scheduled for June 12th. I'm hoping I won't have to do chemo at all because it was caught so early, and I feel extremely lucky. Hi again. I know I said the video was unedited, but then I realized that I left out some very important information, so I'm gonna shove it right here in the middle. The kind of cancer that I have is very typical for my age group. I fall into the 10% category because it's something that typically happens to younger women. It is very treatable. It's very responsive to the treatments and very rarely reoccurs. So that's a big part of why I feel really safe and good, and that everything is going to work out just fine. Back to your regular programming. All the facts, so many facts. You're having so many feelings right now. The surgery is an overnight. I go in June 12th. I will be sent home the next day. The reconstruction surgery is scheduled for the same day. Although I have finally been upset and had my tears about the loss of the breast, I'm so happy to trade a breast for a longer life and not have to do chemo. That I was more scared of chemo. So I'm quite the blender of good feelings and not good feelings, and I'm doing okay. My choices are to choose between a mastectomy or an implant. I'm having a really hard time figuring out what I want to do. At the same time, they are doing a blood test to check for breast cancer markers because my grandma had ovarian cancer, and so it's possible that I have the genetic gene. If I do, then I have the option to do a double mastectomy as a preventative measure, and that is also a very difficult choice. I'm done with that page. I have incredible doctors around me. They are amazing. My surgeon is awesome. I have several naturopaths around me, including my stepdad, who are sending me on awesome life-transforming paths of healing, and I'm well supported by family, by friends. I have a lot of people around me and a lot of love, and I feel bizarrely the calmest and best that I've felt in a long time. I have an incredible will to survive and positive nature. I actually have a cheerleader in my head that constantly is reassuring me and picking me up and telling me I'll be okay, even when I'm scared. And it's a little bit surreal. My mom will be here through everything. And I've got this. That was the most important part. I've got this. I'm totally going to win. I already have won, and I feel good even though I feel scared. I really wanted to share this in person with absolutely everyone, but what you learn really fast when you have something like cancer is that it's exhausting to talk about it. And thinking about telling people gives you anxiety roller coasters, and it's honestly not very fun. And so there's a couple more people that I really want to tell personally, but I'm mostly done talking about the story, which is why I'm making this video. So the things I've done so far, before I was diagnosed, when there was a possibility that there was something wrong, I did a 180 on my diet. I have gone vegan organic and never felt better. So it's hard for me to eat out, and it's hard for me to go to people's houses for dinner because I have a very, very specific diet right now of all of the things that there is a ton of research on that kicks cancer's ass. I will be making many videos. This is launching me on a new journey that I didn't expect to be on, but it's been incredible. I have felt guided the whole time, and that this is really important work that I need to do for other people. So I'm trying to document what I can. I will be documenting even more now, and I even want to write a book. And I'm going to do a website, a blog, all the things, and keep this wave going because it's a weird, scary world where the doctors don't really give you very much information, but there's a lot of information out there that can help you feel good and can kick cancer's ass, and that's the plan. Yes, sometimes I am scared as fuck, and it's horrible, but most of the time I'm just totally relaxed and feeling positive and feeling ready to do what I have to do to stay here. What else? What else can I tell you? Instinct and intuition are running really high right now. I am just getting so much positive feedback from the world around me in the form of things being mentioned to me more than once, and it's really hard to describe intuition, and that's a different video. That's not for this one. Before I was diagnosed, I quit my job, and I actually have possible torn muscle in my shoulder, which is just great, and my back is out right now, which is also really great because when it rains it pours. So I actually quit my job because I knew I needed a new job. I realized that I was spending every day thinking about my back and hurting myself while I was cleaning for people, and I realized that I didn't want to spend the rest of my life thinking about hurting myself. So I had already quit my job before I realized I had to quit my job. Bizarrely enough, through this experience, I'm finding a new career plan to be excited about, and I'm super excited. In a very strange way, it feels really weird to say I'm super excited while I have breast cancer, but I am. And I can't wait to share that with you further in a different video. So here's what I need. I need no talk about fuck cancer, because I don't feel that way at all. I feel love for this experience and my body, and grateful for its teachings. And I've always thought that the fuck cancer movement was a little bit odd, because to me it's like stubbing your toe on a step and then getting mad at your toe because it broke. Cancer is not what you should be mad at. But I never felt like saying anything when my friend said fuck cancer, because that's not the time that you tell someone what you think about fuck cancer, because they're really suffering, and everyone has the right to be angry however they need to be angry. But now that I have it, I get to say whatever I want. And I want to encourage communication around changing that anger and aiming it where it should be, towards corporations that feed us garbage and the environment that's toxic. It's not the cancer. The cancer is just a response, and you have to love what your body does for you. I truly believe that. I have not had angry feelings about this at all, even when I found out. It's just my body reacting to something around me, and it sucks, but I'm not angry. I need all communication about this to go through an email that I have made. I would like to save my regular email and my Facebook and all the private messages and all of that for regular life, because as you can imagine, this is overwhelming. So I'm going to share with you the email address. Write it down. It's openheart_step@gmail.com. openheart_step@gmail.com. Communicate anything you like here. If you want to send me well wishes, if you want to send me thoughts, advice, tips, things that you know might help me, feel free to send them here. I may not reply to you, but it doesn't mean I didn't read it and enjoy it and appreciate it and get something from it. This way I can save all of the other places that I usually communicate for just chit chat when I don't feel like talking about this. So I really appreciate that. Obviously, family can still communicate with me through regular email and text messages. Family is exempt. Mostly my days are extremely full of trying to feel really good and keeping myself feeling awesome. So lots of communication is really hard. Sharing this over and over is really hard. No phone calls, please. If you would really like to share something with me that's easier shared on the phone, that's no problem. Just please email me and put in the request, and then we can work out a time that's good for me. But my phone ringing all the time is also not good. A lot of people love me, which is awesome and a little bit overwhelming. When everyone knows and I have gone public, my son will help me make a Google document so that people that want to help can go there and we don't have duplicates of people wanting to do the same thing, and it'll be a really easy way to keep track of everyone. I'm going to need some help, and you know that's where we're going next. I'm going to need a GoFundMe because between my shoulder and my breast, I have no idea when I will be working again. And the finances are a little scary. I'm so grateful I'm Canadian. So grateful. Oh my God. So far, the only cost to me has been my expensive diet and supplements, and it's just amazing. In the meantime, if you want to send something that you would like to offer me, just use the email, and that's totally fine, and we can add you to the Google Doc later. I'm going to need help with a website that does blogs, videos, all those sort of things. I am not internet savvy. Alex can help me quite a bit, but also it would be great if there was someone out there that wanted to help me set up a website and figure out a website address so that I can get this ball rolling, because I've known for a long time that I need to be talking and sharing and telling people things and explaining my weird self and writing books, and I got the fast forward button. I am absolutely open to alternative healing of just about any kind. So if there's anyone out there that would like to gift some healing services of some kind to me, that would be amazing. It's best if you can come to my place in North Burnaby, which is a little bit far for some people, but traveling is a pain in the ass for me right now. But it can also be arranged depending on appointments that I already have and can be worked around. I welcome whatever you would like to gift if I have the time for it. Body work, please. A massage would be amazing. Anything like that. I have another ultrasound scheduled for my shoulder in July, well after my surgery, to see if there's something torn. In the meantime, my shoulders and my arm are a mess, so if you had any love to spare for that, that would be great. Also, I'm interested in art. I would like to capture me with breasts, or just the breasts, before one or both are gone. I'm open to drawings from photos or sitting or whatever. I really want to appreciate what I have before it's gone. It's going to be a pretty serious surgery if it does all go ahead. I will also lose the nipples, so it's kind of a big deal. And I really want to love the body that I have before it changes. Of course, there is a lawnmower right now. My apartment is really small and can't hold a lot of people, so visits will be limited, but they will be possible from time to time. I'm just going to have to see how I feel. And one of the things that I would like by email most of all is your advice, your help. I've never gone under anesthesia and I'm kind of nervous about it, and so if you want to share with me your experiences around that, that would be awesome. I've never been admitted to a hospital except for to have a baby. A big decision for me is breast implants versus mastectomy. I'm having a really hard time choosing between the two, so any information you have to share with me would be awesome. Any experience you had with breast cancer, including doing chemo, please share it with me, because after surgery, who knows, I might need to do chemo. And but hopefully I get to keep my hair. I would really like it if I didn't have to do chemo. That's it for now, I think. That's a lot, I know, right? Like, it's a lot, and I hope my battery hasn't died on the camera. I'm about to find out. But I love you for being here with me and watching this video. Sometimes the hardest part of sharing is knowing how you're feeling right now. And it's hilarious because I'm the one with breast cancer, but I'm really worried about you worrying about me. And that's one of my jobs to let go of, which is also why I've made the video. I have to stop worrying about how people find out because I've got bigger fish to fry. I'm grateful that you're in my life. I'm grateful to be alive. And I have so much more to share that is going to come out over the next few weeks. And it's one of those weird feelings again where I look forward to sharing everything. And I feel ready to start the next chapter of my life, which will be amazing. Thank you for watching. I love you.